Juicewell Productions.
How's it going, guys? I am Johnny from Juicewell Productions, here to do another review. So today we're going to review the Kaos Spectrum from Sageli. It's a 230 watt dual 18650 regulated device. Pretty cool looking. I've been using this for a couple weeks now at this point. Let's see if we can get this a little bright. We got some LEDs there, which are nice and easy to use. Got a nice easy menu to go through, nice screen which displays just about everything you need to know. Basically we're just going to jump down, cover the specs of the device, diameters, what they can do, all that good stuff. So let's get to it. Alright guys, here we have the box for the Spectrum Kaos from Sageli. Alright, nice box, 18 to 21 plus. Go to specifications, have the date it is made and the color. So for what comes in the box, we have the Spectrum Mod USB cable, user manual, warranty card, and then the specifications. This device runs anywhere from 10 watts up to 230 watts. Input voltage is 6.4 volts upwards to 8.4 volts. Output voltage is 1 volt upwards to 7.5 volts. Resistance, here's the thing, runs down to 0.1 ohms upwards to 3 ohms. I'm actually running mine right now and it's reading out to 0.9, so you can go a little bit lower than their ratings say. Does power mode, stainless steel, titanium, nickel, and TCR for temperature modes. Temperatures run anywhere from 100 degrees Celsius upwards to 300 degrees Celsius. And for Fahrenheit, it is 200 degrees Fahrenheit upwards to 570 degrees. So we have our legal disclaimers on there. Take pause if you want to read. Warnings as well, made in China. Their plug. And I think we covered everything on the box. Let's break it open. Alright, so first off we have our user manual. It's going to have everything you really need to know about the device in multiple languages. So I don't speak Russian. English is first. So go over that a little bit here in just a second. This is where your warranties will run. US of A, China, Canada, France, the UK, and Russia. And then we have how to register and blah blah. And finally we have the device. So go over this just a sec. Also comes with a micro USB. They are capable of charging internally as well as externally because they use 18650s. So battery door, have our code there, have positive negative inside, hard to see. It does have negative on left, positive on the right, opposite of the top portions. So pop some batteries in here, just some rewrap MX-JO 3000 continuous currents. Nice lock here, so this groove here will just pop into here, locks in. That's going to start it up with the Sageli logo. It's kind of hard to tell, it looks kind of white here, but this is mine. I've been using this for a while. I'm going to throw my Limitless RDTA Gold on here. Like I said, I am running this, and the ohms, if my camera wants to register, would be great. 0.9 ohms. So even though it states it can only build down to 0.1, it can actually go down to 0.9. Haven't gone anything lower than that, so I haven't been able to test it much further. But we also have the voltage of both batteries. Let's see, voltage the voltage output, the amp rating, as well as the percentage of my battery. So 53%, all that good stuff. We have our wattage up, wattage down, and wattage up buttons. Alright, so also have this nice leather sticker on here, just for grip, which is cool. So before we go into the menu, let's talk about the diameters of the actual device itself. For that, I'm going to need the user manual, located on, I believe, the very first page. So this is going to tell us basically everything we need to know off the bat. So diameter of up and down is 88 millimeters. Across is 45, and across the top widthwise is 30 millimeters. It's mainly made out of a zinc alloy. The screen is a TFT color screen, and that's all we need that for. Everything else I could tell you. So 1, 2, 3. Gonna bring us into our menu. So we have our power and TCR. So I typically run in power, but we also have, okay, 1, 2, 3, power. I gotta use these. So stainless steel, titanium, nickel, and then TCR. Just for an example, running here, the grade of stainless steel you're working with. I'm not using stainless steel, so it doesn't really matter. Fahrenheit or Celsius. And now we can adjust what we want. It's just going to keep doing this. Downfall. So if you want to show your colors to friends, you want to show your friends the colors. Dyslexic in speaking. So for this ring here, a little hard to tell with this cyan or whatever you want to call it. But if I have my Addy off and I just want to show some of the colors in the shop, because we don't put Addies on them, it's a little annoying because it will not register. So I might have to take my Addy off to register. So I'm going to go back into power. Everything else is going to be just about the same. I'm going to pick the grade of wire and all that good stuff. So this mod is fairly easy to use. It's nice and small. I usually am a left-hand vapor, so I mean right-handed with writing, drawing, all that good stuff, but when I vape I usually hold it with my left hand. So it's nice because it's going to show you this LED. And as you can see, it keeps turning off. You can set that in your options to set, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I did it again, 1, 2, 3. So, color mode. We have all these options. So we have purple, green, which I'm probably going to stick with because it seems to show up better on the camera. The blue shows really well as well. Yellow, or I guess that would be orange, and the red. So as you can see, kind of, the lights are located here, 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 and here. They're not located around this entire thing. So when it's a little more bright out, we have a window just to the left of us, so it's lots of natural lighting right here, which will result in this not being as bright. But that's why I typically go with like this cyan color, turquoise, blue, just because it usually pops pretty well. But I'll probably go with this green just because it's showing a lot better. So on the next menu, I set to when using, that way it's not using any of my battery. You can set it to always on, or use the option of just not using the lights, but I'm sure that's why anybody would buy it, because it has awesome lights on it. But yeah, so only when using. I like this display. Like I said, it goes up to 230 watts. It's going to show, rather than 2 batteries like the Alien, for comparison in style and size, those show an A and a B, opposed to this where it'll just show 1 large battery, which I don't like nearly as much. But for comfort, it's nice. The button's really big, as you can see. Micro USB is located on the side. And for the 510, it's just spring-loaded, easy to use. The state spectrum right there, Kaos. Really nice device. Probably the best thing, in my opinion, that Sigeli's come out with in a while. It feels good in the hand. I mean, for the price point, I think it's fairly good. It's not necessarily like a top-of-the-line SX Mini or any DNA, but it does get the job done. It's going to be probably my beater for a while until I get back on like my RDTA boxes and stuff. But I like this. It's nice and easy to use. The battery door is clicky. Works really well. I don't have any problems with this opening on me with pressure, so. Alright, so some other things we need to go over is the lock feature. So what you gotta do is, this is the negative, this is the positive, so you gotta hold both at the same time, and that'll lock the buttons. So, got locked, but you can still fire the device. So, it doesn't actually lock your firing key. So if you're still gonna put this in your pocket, put it in your purse if you're a lady, or you got a man purse, you know, whatever. You gotta click your fire button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll shut the system down. And same to turn it on. Another interesting feature, if you hold the positive and the power, are going to go into power adjustment. So it's going to set your wattage, so mine's at 100 for 0.1 of a second. So that's what that's going to do basically is, say you're running a tank and you want your wattage to start out lower. Say you're running a tank at 40 watts and you want it to start out at 20 watts. You can set this to 20 watts for a smaller fraction of like 1/10 of a second, which will start it out at 20 and then bump up to your 40. That way it's not initially starting at 40 watts, which will help you save on coil heads because it's starting at a lower wattage to start off with. Or vice versa, if you're running a dripper and you want it to be a little more hard, for me, I'm running at 95 watts right now, so I set that at 100 watts, and it'll start out really hot, boom, in my face, and then it'll cut down a bit. So that's a really cool feature in my opinion. One more time for that. So we hold the fire button and the up. Oh, I lied, you gotta press it at the same time. And then you could adjust that from here. So whatever you want, you go down, it's going to go down an increment of 1. Go up, it's going to go up in increments of 0.1. You can hold it. You can also set the seconds. So just a nice little feature. And one more time for the lock, we got the wattage down and the fire button. And that will lock your wattage up and wattage down button, so you don't have to worry about, when you're messing around with it, it's not gonna do anything in your hand. So we also have our resistance setting. So say you're running, your stainless steel, fuse claptons or whatever, and you want to run in temperature control mode, and you want to set your wattage, that's where you would do that. So wattage up and wattage down at the same time will pop up that menu. Because I am running just regular Nechrome claptons right now, I am not in TCR mode, running in just wattage mode. It's not going to be a menu for me at the moment. We can, because I am running Nichrome, see if we can get it in nickel mode. I'm going to go in Fahrenheit. So we can either lock it, alright, so that works just the same. So yeah, just a nice little feature, some more adjustments for you. I'm going to keep running at my 95 watts because that's what I like. And yeah, this leather's nice. It's good grip, honestly. It's a fairly small device. Typically like a little bit bigger, but this one fits in my hand well. Even though it's not a fire bar like I'm used to with Smoke-Tech products, it is a nice button, and it doesn't need to be pushed directly into the device, which is cool. It's nice, it's clicky, as you can hear. So it's good. It works well. For a cheaper price point, it's nice. Like I said, from Sigelli, probably the best thing I've seen from them in a little while. Sigelli was kind of on a slump there for a little while, but back, good quality zinc alloy device. And yeah, let's take it back out and vape on it for a minute, maybe talk about it a little more. Alright guys, so we're back at it. Got the green going. Let's see, I'm on my Limitless Gold RDTA, rocking the Jam Monster. So we just did a review on Jam Monster. I'll leave it in the description if you want to watch it. But nice and easy to use. Like I said, I'm a left-hand vapor, so that nice LED pops out when I'm using it. Not really much we didn't cover. Amp rating, voltage, nice screen. Went over the LEDs up and down. Good stuff. Alright. It's good. Like I said, it's not ginormous, it's not small. It's a little bit taller than the Alien, I think. But other than that, they feel just about the same in the hand. Other than that, this doesn't have a fire bar. It has that nice clicky button, which I mean I prefer the fire bar, but you know, you win some, you lose some. You get a nice, really cool looking device. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you want more content like this, and if you want me to do a review on the Limitless Gold, leave a comment down below. And if I missed anything about the device, let me know. And remember, change tastes good. Join the revolution.